Hey, you're looking good today. This is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom, and this is what's going on. Recent accidents on Interstate 70 have created traffic jams along US 40, 42, and 46, as well as State Road 59 in Clay County, as motorists and semi-drivers tried to find an alternate route around road closings. Distracted and fatigued drivers apparently were the cause of two crashes this week, according to Indiana State Police Master Trooper Dewan Presley McFadden, who investigated both accidents. And then, of course, it was about a week ago that we had that tragic accident that took the lives of two children. So you'll want to check out that story, find out what the police are doing to try to improve the situation along I-70 through Clay County. What are you doing Saturday night, huh? Well, you need to gather your blankets, some lawn chairs, and head out to Brazil City Hall Saturday night for some free entertainment, along with games and snacks available for free. Brazil Main Street will show the 2016 Disney animated feature Moana on the Lawn. It's a fantasy adventure story of a strong-willed young girl who is chosen by the ocean itself to reunite a mystical relic with a goddess in hopes of saving her people and the island home that she loves. So that's kind of cool. Take your lawn chairs and go sit on the lawn in front of City Hall, and they're going to be showing Moana outside. Sort of like your drive-in theater, only it's more like a sit-in theater. But that's pretty cool. And again, the price is right. It's free. Well, this week, the YMCA Summer Kids Camp did their annual thing at the YMCA. The Brazil Fire Department brought their pumper truck and brought goodie bags filled with water bottles and some safety literature, and talked to the kids about fire safety. And the kids got to play outside on the lawn in their bare feet, and it was just a great time. We got some pictures for you on the front page of the Brazil Times today. Ashley Deacons is a camp counselor, and she told us the kids will play until the ground gets all muddy, and then they will get all muddy. And she said it's normally a big hit. And I imagine it was. My editor asked, he said, "Why didn't you get closer to the fire trucks?" And I said, because I really didn't want my foam to get all wet. And that spray was blowing around pretty good Wednesday, but the kids just had a great time laughing and screaming and running through the water. It was a good time. Well, we've told you since 2015. Can you believe that? In January 2015, we first told you about the Veterans Military Plaza, the Clay County Military Plaza that a group of local veterans wanted to build in Craig Park. And they've been collecting money. They've been selling bricks, and they've been having breakfasts every Monday at the VFW post, and they've been having other things as well to raise money. Well, we've gotten to the place where they are going to begin construction. They've hired a contractor, and he is Ryan Long of Brazil, and he's going to start the project, and when his job is finished, they're going to have to bring in bricklayers, landscaping people, and others to work on the plaza. And yes, they would like some volunteer help if you can help, and you're skilled in those things. Just be sure and call Cindy Coates at 812-443-0150. And if you missed that number, you can watch the replay of this, and you can back up the recording. But anyway, congratulations. They're getting started on that, and it's taken them a couple of years, but that's okay. That's all right. It's more important to get the job done rather than how quickly it gets done, right? Okay. Let's see. Inside, we've got a lot of information for you. We've got an in-depth story about that ride at the Ohio State Fair that resulted in death. And we can tell you about that. We can tell you that the ride had been approved for safety just hours before it broke apart in midair. So you'll want to read more about that. We also have an in-depth article from the Associated Press about President Donald Trump and his Twitter account. And the headline reads, "Why Twitter Won't Ban President Trump," and talks about the case for Trump and important tweets. Did you ever have a Mustang? Yeah, my wife had a Mustang when we got married, but I've never owned one myself. Anyway, the Mustang is not selling as well in the U.S. as it used to, but it is selling better overseas, and that's keeping Mustang sales on top. Hey, Harvey Roscoe's here. So's Martha Billings. Glad to see you folks. Hey, Martha, I got your picture on Instagram. So you probably didn't even know I took it, but you were singing and John was playing, and we had a good time at your house for the picnic last Saturday night. So I want to thank you for that, too. A local boy, Clay City's Hunter Wolf, who will be entering his sophomore season at Purdue University, has pitched well for most of the summer in the Valley Baseball League. He is playing for the Strasburg Express, a team based in Virginia. And our sports editor, Kerry Fox, one of the hardest working men in sports, has a full story for you in today's edition of the Brazil Times. And let's see. Okay, instead of the kids, we're going to look at Garfield today. This is so funny. Garfield says to Odie, the dog, Garfield says, "Hey, Odie, John was just telling me he wishes you would bark maniacally in his face." So Odie, of course, he goes over in John's face, and John's eyes are all bugged out. Garfield says, "Happy birthday, John." Isn't that like a dog and cat? Man, our dog and cat are that way. Our cat bit our dog the other day. He was laying there not doing anything. She didn't like where he was, and she bit him. Amazing. Just amazing. Okay, and we've got more information on the back page for you. U.S.-backed Syrian fighters are now in control of almost half of IS city, Islamic State, that is, one of their cities. And let me see here. After being berated for a week by President Donald Trump, Attorney General Jeff Sessions said Thursday he will stay on the job for as long as Trump wants him to serve. But the story on the back page you're really going to want to read is this. Hundreds of people in Michigan came together to say a tear-filled final goodbye to a cancer-stricken dog who served 3 tours in Afghanistan with the U.S. Marines. The black lab's name was Sina. The dog was 10 years old. And you'll want to read that, especially if you love labs like we do. Well, a lot more for you online, a lot more for you in today's edition of the Brazil Times. I'm Frank Phillips, and I want to say hi to Tracy Childs today. Tracy's got a big day coming up, if I remember right. Anyway, we'll be glad to talk to you later.